Hey, welcome to our explainer. Today, we are diving into something that is just so important for anyone who loves to travel internationally, your health. We're going to break down exactly how to make sure your well-being is as ready to go as your suitcase. So picture this. You've spent weeks, maybe even months planning that dream trip. You've got the flights, the perfect itinerary, but in all that excitement, it's so easy to forget about one of the most critical parts of your prep: protecting your health from things you just don't encounter back home. All right, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about some of those hidden health risks. Then, we'll help you figure out if you're someone who really should get a pre-travel consultation. After that, we'll map out what a great health plan looks like, and we'll finish up with the key things you need to remember to travel safe and smart. Here's the deal. Different corners of the globe come with totally different health challenges. I mean, getting ready for a trip to Paris is one thing, but it's a completely different ballgame if you're backpacking through Southeast Asia. It's really all about knowing the specific risks for where you're headed. Okay, this is a really important distinction to get. On one side, you've got your routine vaccines, the stuff we should all be up to date on anyway, like tetanus. But then, on the other side, you have travel-specific vaccines. Think of these as your special travel armor, protecting you from diseases you'd pretty much only run into at your destination, like yellow fever or typhoid. And this slide really gives you the full picture. It's not just about getting shots. A really solid health plan involves way more. We're talking about things like malaria prevention, knowing how to avoid nasty insect bites, and being smart about what you eat and drink. It's the whole package, a complete strategy for staying healthy. So you might be wondering, do I really need to see a doctor before I go? Is this for everybody? Well, let's go through a quick little checklist, a litmus test, if you will, to help you figure out if a professional consultation is the right move for you. Okay, let's run through these questions. First up, where are you going? Are you off to parts of Africa, Asia, or South America? Second, what's your itinerary look like? Are you going to be in rural or remote spots where a clinic might be miles away? Third, who are you? Are you traveling with young kids, older adults, or do you have any chronic health conditions? And last, what kind of trip is it? Is it a long-term stay, maybe for humanitarian work or just study? So, if you found yourself nodding your head yes to even one of those questions, the advice is crystal clear. Booking a pre-travel consultation is an incredibly smart decision to make sure you're totally prepared and protected. And that brings us right to the solution: building your own personalized health plan. Now, this is not some generic checklist you find online. No, this is a custom strategy that you create with a doctor who actually specializes in travel medicine. So what actually happens in one of these consultations? Well, it takes all the guesswork out of it. Your doctor will go over the specific risks for your destination, create a vaccination plan that's just for you, talk you through any meds you might need, like for malaria, and give you a ton of practical education on staying healthy. But leaving up you think through a basic emergency plan. And that quote right there just nails it. It's all about being personalized. The advice is shaped around your specific trip, your health background, and your travel style. That's what makes it so useful and effective. All right, let's hit a few frequently asked questions. And the first one is a big one: timing. When should you actually do this? The sweet spot is 4 to 6 weeks before you take off. Why so early? Because it gives any vaccines enough time to kick in and become fully effective. Plus, if you need a series of shots, this window gives you enough time to get them all in. Next up, a question we hear all the time: do you have to get all these shots? Is it required? This is a really common point of confusion. So here's the key thing to understand. There's a big difference between required and recommended. Some countries flat out will not let you in without proof of certain vaccinations, with yellow fever being the classic example. But many others are just strongly recommended for your own safety. And what about the paperwork? Will you get some kind of official proof that you've gotten your vaccinations? Oh, absolutely. For any vaccines that are required for entry, you'll get an official, internationally recognized certificate. Sometimes it's called a yellow card, and trust me, it's a super important travel document to have. Okay, let's tie all of this together. The whole point here isn't to make you nervous about traveling. Far from it. It's to empower you, to give you the tools and the knowledge to get out there and explore the world safely and smartly. So, if you remember anything, remember this: where you're going defines your health risks. The single best way to prepare is with a personalized consultation. And remember, that plan is more than just shots. It's about medications and smart habits too. Don't forget that magic timeline. Book that appointment 4 to 6 weeks out. At the end of the day, being proactive about your health is the most important ticket you'll ever pack. So, as you're gearing up for that next big adventure, here's the last question you should ask yourself. Your passport's good to go, your tickets are booked, but is your health plan just as ready? Because planning ahead is what really transforms a good trip into an amazing and healthy one.